I have a confession to make. I failed. I'm a failure. Ah. Let me know what you guys think. Here we go. What's up, y'all? This is Marshall Lee of DonkeyJawProjects.com from the truck. As you can see, I am not distracted. I'm just talking to you guys. I got both hands on the wheel, and the phone is mounted, so I don't have to do anything crazy. I wanted to talk to you guys though, since this is basically an announcement. So my goal is on Patreon is to put out a comic story every month. And I originally said this will be probably a short 5-page type of thing, maybe more, maybe less. Just to get something out every month. But what it's ended up becoming is I've done a lot more than 5 pages. I've done around 8. I think my first one was 9, and then my second one was 10 pages. This month is more than 10 pages. I've gotten 7 pages fully inked. And tomorrow is the last day of the month. And I haven't gotten it lettered yet. So technically, I already had a plan on what I was going to do to kind of fix the situation. And that was going to be that I put out, not the full second half of Corn Cob Rob, and then finish it off next month. And then I found out that we were going to be releasing the 100 Days of Making Comics anthology comic, the creators who worked on the 100 Days of Making Comics Life in Space anthology, the first one, it has been released that they can, put out their story to other people now that the anthology has kind of run its length, and people have had a chance to sell their book and stuff like that. But that doesn't start till December 1st. So I was thinking, in December, I'll just put out this partial Corn Cob Rob, or at least just the inks and the letters, and then I was gonna put out. I was going to put out the anthology story next month and kind of be like, okay, so it's December, it's Christmas time, this is like my month off, I'm still putting out a comic, but it's one I've already done, so I'm kind of taking it off. But I'm not really taking it off, because what I was going to do was do my best to do all the coloring for Corn Cob Rob during this time and get it ready for print. So when it all comes down to it, no matter how I shuffled it, I wasn't going to be able to get what I wanted to get done this month done. And part of that, I'll be honest, this is a little confession here, part of it is my time management. I have been working on the comic all month long and, doing my best. But there's been times where, I spent a lot of time on that Alita Battle Angel piece, and I did a couple videos that took more time than I expected. Usually the videos that I do, like the early bird art cast and things like this, I can do really quickly, and it's not a big deal. And even the one I did yesterday, talking about my my number one hack for art to get better at art, you guys should definitely check that out if you haven't. It's getting a lot of views and people are digging it. But even that one didn't take, it took very short amount of time, like I don't know, 20 minutes or something to kind of fully produce it. So that, you know, there's a little bit of time management issues, but even when I told my wife about how things were going this month with the comic and stuff, she was like, that's weird, because it seems like you're constantly, working on comics. Because I do it like when we're hanging out, watching TV and stuff sometimes. But there has been times where I could have been working on the comic that I was working on a different project or something. So my time management was not perfect this month, that's for sure. And I actually had extra time too, which makes it even worse. So I really do. I apologize to you patrons, especially who are, paying $1 a month or more if you choose. But I think you're there to support me, and when it comes down to it, you're still going to get the same amount of comics. It's just going to be delayed, like literally one day, because I can't put out the anthology story until the December 1st. So instead of getting it tomorrow, you'll get it, which is Friday, you'll get it Saturday, which is the 1st of December. So you're technically only getting a comic one day late. And then next month, I will have, I'll do my best to have it fully colored and finished and ready for print. But, coloring takes a long time, and I can't color like anywhere I am. I have to be at the desk coloring, so I'm really gonna have to bust my ass. That also means that I'm not gonna be able to do much else as far as like illustrations and fan art type of things for YouTube or whatever, because that's part of this whole process too. YouTube is a big part of my whole process, and I'm trying to figure out how to fit those things in. And also I'm doing some illustration work in the background too, so there's that. So there's a lot to juggle. Plus, December is She-Sember. So if you want to be part of that, definitely go to donkeyjawprojects.com/She-Sember. You can see all the prompts and how to do it. It's pretty easy. It's fun. It's like Inktober. So I'll be managing that a little bit, but that's not too bad. Like, that's just kind of something that happens, that I can spend however much time I want. I don't have to spend a ton of time with it. So anyways, so that all being said, you're still going to get the same amount of comics, just one day late. And so hopefully you guys can forgive me for that and still want to support me. Again, I do apologize. That being said, so a friend actually approached me, who actually happens to also be a patron, messaged me last night while I was sleeping, or I should say this morning, and was asking me, am I going to be printing these comics as I make them for Patreon? Because he feels like he would definitely buy it. And he also said that if I were able to make a comic every month, he would buy it every month, type of thing. And he thinks a lot of other people would too, which was a really cool compliment to me. And I don't know that it was meant as a compliment, but I took it that way because it's just flattering that anybody would want to buy my comics. I think anybody who's created comics and stuff knows the feeling. But so that was just really cool. And plus it's from a person who I respect a lot, so that makes it even cooler. So I don't know, I thought that was like intriguing. That's like, oh, cool. Like, and honestly, my goals, like, I secretly have like these like very competitive goals, I guess. Not that I'm trying to one up my fellow artists or anything, but just that it's almost competing with myself, but also a little bit competing with others. Not trying to, again, have one up on my friends and stuff. It's just, I can't help but like see what's around me and want to do as like, it's just I want to do as good as I possibly can. I have this passion to get a lot of projects out, and I want to get as many things published as I possibly can, and that's really a big part of my goal. But I want it also to be really good and fun and awesome comics too. So, you know, all that is wrapped into one goal. So, you know, I would love to be able to print comics every single month. I'm definitely not at that point yet, but I am planning to print comics as I go, you know. So as I finish a comic each time, I want to print it. And there's a couple of these comics that are going to be going on that are actually collaborations with other people. So those will be printed too, but they'll be, you know, delayed. Like they'll have to happen when they happen according to the collaboration setup, you know. So there's that too, but, you know, people will get them as PDFs on Patreon. So, yeah, I don't know. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, I was thinking about Corn Cob Rob, and my idea that I was going to do was set it up to get printed and submit it to Alterna. I don't think it's going to get accepted by Alterna, but just submit it just to have submitted something. But also, I wanted to submit it as going on the print partnership program that Peter Samedi is doing, which he's going to be opening up in December. And he said it's probably your best bet that it won't get printed until at least February, probably more like March, if you do that. So, you know, that's what I was thinking. So that in that way I would have to do like a Kickstarter. And really it would be a little later for me, because I have to do like a Kickstarter or an Indiegogo to raise the money to print 500 books, which is the minimum. So, you know, that's the route I was thinking of taking. But now that I got this message, you know, that, you know, they were talking about maybe doing a print on demand and stuff. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you guys buy it if I did like a Kablam or another company print on demand type of thing? Or do you think I should do like a Kickstarter or an Indiegogo and try to go with the printing partnership program? And also, would you buy a comic from me every month? Hypothetically, like I'm not saying that I'll ever get to the point where I could actually create a full-length comic every month that's worth printing. But who knows? Maybe I could just do like even for small comics, like 10 pagers, maybe I could do like a mini comic thing and print that up. So I don't know. What do you guys think as far as those things go? I'd love to hear your opinion in the comments. Other than that, that's going to be it. I just wanted to make this announcement. I kind of failed, but, you know, technically, but you're still getting the same amount of comics. So hopefully that's okay. And I really appreciate you guys watching, hanging out with me. And to all my patrons, thank you for your patience and thank you for your support. So yeah, hopefully you guys can dig that. Hopefully you can forgive me. And thanks for watching. You guys rock. You know where to find me, MarshallLee_DJP at Twitter and Instagram, and donkeydrawprojects.com/comics for free comics and some that are paid for. And again, don't forget, please, in the comments below, let me know, you know, what do you think I should do for print, as far as, do you think, like, if I were to put out a comic every month or something like that, would you buy it? And second of all, should I go with a print on demand, or should I, you know, try to do the print program with Alterna Comics? Or what do you think? Like doing a Kickstarter? What do you think, guys? All right, I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace out.